Hey there, I'm Victoria, and this is what my August looked like.
Just live in that moment. As you go and you live in our city, wherever God placed you, may the story that God tells through you be one of bringing people to Jesus. Of saying no to a religious spectator Christianity, but instead to engage the mission of Christ.
Yeah, so it was kind of an exciting month. I'll get into the details of that in a bit. But in the meantime, did you notice I'm in a new place? Yeah, well, get used to it because I'm gonna be here the next year. This is my new dorm room. Well, it's not really a dorm. It's in between a dorm and an apartment, which means I have to cook my own meals. And anyone that knows me knows that 1, I don't like cooking around strangers, and 2, I don't like cooking for my own survival. So it's been fun so far. It's been lots of fun. And don't worry, I'll give you a room tour when it's more personalized and put together. And so this is kind of awkward, but my suite mates are sitting in the room next to me. And I don't know their schedules well enough and when people are away and not, and I'm not ready to talk to the new suite mate and explain why I talk to a camera for fun. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But people just don't get it. I'm not talking to a camera. I'm talking to you guys. You're right here with me. They just don't see you. So talking about August, which is kind of the point of this video, it was pretty interesting. So you may have noticed at the beginning of the video, I had a few clips of my brother in the hospital. If you do not know, he was in the hospital for a few days. He broke his leg at football practice, and so the bone kind of broke through the skin. Sorry for grossed out, but that's kind of a very important detail. So since it had poked through the skin, he was rushed into surgery. They put a titanium rod in and a few nails and screws and other stuff like that. So we're trying to think of a nickname for him now that he has a titanium rod in him, like Iron Man or Bionic Boy or something. So please comment below if you come up with something creative that we can nickname him. But there was a slight complication at the end of surgery. The last 5 to 10 minutes they noticed his temperature was rising, whereas most people, their temperature decreases. So temperature rising is a sign of malignant hyperthermia, which sounds very bad, and it actually is very bad. His temperature got up to 102. Once it gets to 105 Fahrenheit, obviously. Once it gets to 105, it's deemed very dangerous, and so yeah. After surgery, the surgeon and anesthesiologist came out and talked to us. The surgeon said he was going to be coming out, but seeing the anesthesiologist could have been a clue that something didn't go right. Yeah. So they went on to tell us about how rare it was to have malignant hyperthermia, and actually it is hereditary, and siblings have a very high chance of it. Awesome! I wasn't planning on having surgeries, but now knowing it's potentially dangerous, not planning on it. Nope. So they went on to tell us about how dangerous it was and that they needed to keep him under observation, and also that they were going to keep him under for about half a day so his body could fight. Insert medical word here. Yeah. So this is how we left him about 1:30 a.m. on Thursday night. Can you imagine leaving your child with a breathing tube like this? Because I sure can't. So the nurses originally said that he would be in the ICU for a minimum of 72 hours, and for you math whizzes, that is 3 days. He actually got out of the ICU a day and a half early. So this whole thing went down Thursday night. He woke up Friday, his breathing tube came out Friday night, and his friends were visiting him Saturday, Sunday, and so forth. He actually got to go home on Monday. He's been doing well. He just got his stitches out a few days ago. And yeah, so I kind of left for college, so I haven't seen him for like a bit, but I hear he's doing well. Everyone's support through this whole thing, either praying for him or even coming to visit him, it really means a lot to us and to him, so I just want to personally thank every one of you. So something else big that happened this month, like the very beginning of the month, August 1st, pretty good day, I turned 20. Yeah, strange. Very weird to be saying that now. But it reminded me of something I'd heard a couple years back. Someone just brought up an interesting point and I was like, oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna share it with these people. And that is, by the time I was 17, I had lived in 2 different centuries and 3 different decades. Pretty interesting. Yeah. In other news, yes, I am at school. I left August 31st with a very heavy suitcase, let me just say. But leading up to me leaving, I did get to do some fun things, such as I got to see my friends, I got to go to Disneyland, and I even worked at a credit union for a bit. Yeah. And yes, surprise, surprise, I went to Disneyland. Yeah. Now be honest, did you notice that there was not a Disneyland montage in my July video? I know, weird. So this was the first time that I drove to Los Angeles by myself. Yes, it is a 4.5-hour drive, and if you're not familiar with LA and LA traffic, it sucks. And it's very busy all the time. I thankfully didn't really run into very much traffic, but let's just put it this way. It's normally like 6 or 7 lanes across going each directions. So there's a lot of cars, a lot of people. But anyway, so there wasn't much traffic and I had good radio stations to rock out to, so it was okay. So Disneyland, you must be interested in knowing what I did. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill you in. While I was there by myself, I made a few videos, which I am so excited to share with you guys. So keep your eyes open because they will be coming to YouTube in a few weeks. And thankfully, I found that the last week of August is a very good week to go to Disneyland because it's not as packed, especially for summer. Yeah, most people are in school, so there's really not as many people there. Like, I got to meet the princesses and I got to do pretty much everything, and there was close to no waits on a lot of the rides, and if I had to wait more than 20 minutes, I was feeling very bad for myself. I had to wait in line for 20 minutes. But I really got to do so many things that I hadn't really done in a while, but you know what? There's no line. I might as well do it. And believe it or not, I did something for the first time. Yes, believe it or not, there are still things at Disneyland I have never done before. Yeah, and so one of those things that I did was ride the canoes. Yes, they actually exist, and it was actually a lot of fun. Only really cool people do it, so yeah. It was actually a lot of fun. I was afraid it was going to take a while and it would be really tiring. Nope, pretty much no one paddled anyway. But I definitely recommend it to anyone that has, you know, 5 minutes to spare, and the guys are pretty funny, so definitely give it a try next time you're at Disneyland, especially when it's crowded. I also saw my favorite Disney vlogger at Disneyland. He is from Live Fast Die Poor, Justin Scard. I watch his sometimes vlogs on his vlog channel, which are hilarious, so funny. I think he's becoming my favorite vlogger. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. Anyway, I saw him getting on Autopia, and I was in line as I saw him getting in the car, and I didn't want to get out of line and wait at the exit and be that one weird fan that waited at the exit to get a picture, because he's not that big of a YouTuber yet, and so I would always be just that one weird fan before he made it big that waited at the exit, and I didn't want to do that. No. But anyway, I actually commented on one of his vlogs and he was talking about how he was there that day, and I was like, I was there too and I saw you, and he commented back. Pretty exciting. That's something I love about smaller YouTubers, that's I feel so much more of a connection because they actually can respond to comments and they're real people. And yes, I do watch some bigger YouTubers, but the smaller ones are so much more fun, and I don't know, I feel like I'm friends with them even though no, I'm not. I have a life. Sometimes. And I know what you're thinking, enough about Disneyland, Victoria. Well, okay, fine, we'll move on. I think that's it for my August video. Always interesting things happen, starting in May, going to CBS Backlots, June, VidCon and Disneyland, and July getting baptized by the Phil Robertson, and August spending time in a hospital. Yay. I hope this next month is fun and exciting and something awesome happens, and something is awesome, and something is gonna happen, and that is, I'm going to a Katy Perry concert. So that means you guys are gonna do a Katy Perry concert with me, so I'm looking forward to have you guys there. It's gonna be fun. So please stay tuned for the next month. It's going to be fun. Besides the fact that I'm in school. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for stopping by and spending a part of your day with me. It means a lot. I enjoyed getting to hang out with you guys for a little bit today. We should do it again sometime. Hope to see you in the comment section below. But until we meet again, have a great rest of your day. Bye. This is what happened to me in August. Thank you, construction people. Thank you.